Over 200 species of birds are known to intentionally cover themselves in ants. In today's video, we are going to break down the behavior known as anting and discuss some of the hypotheses for why these birds are doing this. Before we go into the science, we should show a great example. This is a video from the channel Once Upon a Forest, and here we have a black crow sitting inside of an ant's nest. The crow is intentionally there, it's not flying away, it's not trying to get away from all the ants, and the ants are covering the crow, naturally, because the crow nest. One behavior that you should see here is that the crow is shaking its head quite violently. That is something that has been seen in anting behavior across many different taxa. The thought is that the ants do not want to be, the bird doesn't want the ants on its head, where it has sensitive organs such as eyes. But why would the bird, much less any animal, allow ants to cover itself like this? Well, there are several hypotheses, and whenever I'm trying to get a great understanding of a general concept, I usually start with Wikipedia and then go to the primary sources from there. And here there are several proposed functions. These are all different hypotheses. One of the most common one you will see is ridding the birds of ectoparasites. Ectoparasites being parasites that are on the outside of the body. These are not internal parasites, rather these are parasites like lice, mites, ticks, etc., etc. The operating theory surrounding much of the anting behavior is the ants produce formic acid, which the birds can then utilize in some way. In the case of ectoparasites, it is thought that the formic acid that these ants produce, you can see a video of ants spraying this formic acid over here on the right-hand side. It's thought that this is actually a great use for ridding themselves of parasites, essentially an acid bath to deter parasites. There's also some thought that this formic acid can also work as a fungicide or a bactericide. So if there's any bacterial infections on the skin or the feathers of the bird, the formic acid may help.
And you might be thinking, is it being eaten by the ants? Some birds have a bizarrely unique behavior. They deliberately let ants cover them to clean their feathers, and this behavior is known as anting. Ants secrete a chemical called formic acid as a defense mechanism, and while it might seem dangerous, birds take advantage of it. The acid works as a natural insecticide, killing or repelling parasites and mites that might be living in the bird's feathers, so this bird is actually getting a spa treatment. They sometimes crush the ants first to release more of the acid, and they seem to tolerate the ants without issue, as they are adapted to this interaction. Definitely one of the most bizarre sights in the animal kingdom.
This has been a Pinguinati production. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. If you'd like to support the channel, links are in the description.